Welcome to my unboxing and initial impressions of the brand new Akai MPC Studio. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, let's get started. Really quick, before I dive in here, I would just like to give a shout out to Akai for being the first company to reach out to me in terms of working with the launch of a brand new product. This is the first time a company has trusted me enough to make a video about a new product. We're, I think, like a week and a half before this comes out right now, and that's when I'm filming this anyway, and that means a lot. So regardless of what my thoughts wind up being of the MPC Studio, I will forever be grateful to Akai for being the first company to take a chance on me. And I'm just incredibly grateful. So thank you, Akai, so very much. Now, that being said, Akai did not pay me or anything like that to make this video. And as you know, a good initial thoughts video or review video must be earned here at Freebeat. It cannot be bought nor bribed. So yeah, let's dive in. So the MPC Studio is, as they say, a music production controller for MPC software. That means it's a MIDI controller meant to work with the PC, specifically with the MPC software, which is included in this package. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, hang on just a second, Freebeat. You don't like working with a computer. You do not like using DAWs. And yes, that is definitely true. And that was my first thought, really, when Akai reached out to me to take a look at the MPC Studio. I thought, well, hang on, I'm a dawless guy, so why would I want to take a look at this? But the more that I thought about it, and the more that I thought about my reasons for disliking DAWs, the more intrigued I actually was. See, I've completely fallen head over heels in love with my MPC-1. This is like the centerpiece of my studio, and the more I learn this and use it, I just can't get enough of it. The MPC-1 is a standalone hardware version of the MPC software, with the MPC software actually getting rid of most of the limitations of the MPC-1, like the 8 audio track limit, and I believe it has like an arranger view and stuff like that as well. Not really an arranger view, but you can see all your tracks, you know, in their data across the screen. But the fact that the MPC-1 is so similar to the MPC software made me think, well, hang on, maybe I would actually enjoy making music on the MPC software, as opposed to something like Ableton or Logic or something like that, where I'm completely overwhelmed and have no idea where to go or what to do. So I told Akai, yes, send one of these out. I would love to take a look at it. So let's do just that. Now, I do need to clarify, I am coming in here with no expectations. I know nothing of this device, which is honestly kind of exciting. I really don't know anything about this device other than the fact that it's an MPC controller, and it's got the MPC software included. This right here, the picture on the box, is the first look that I'm getting, same as probably most of you. So it does look pretty similar to the MPC standalone series in terms of the buttons and whatnot. There is a touch strip here, I think, if we flip it around to the back of the box. Yeah, touch strip controller and color LCD. So yeah, in fact, let's take a look here at the back of the box. Fully featured DAW, multi-track MIDI, instrument and audio recording for MPC instruments, featuring the revolutionary drum synth, over 80 world-class audio effects plugins, supports third-party VST plugins. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The MPC software supports VSTs, which is cool. Okay, but enough of that. Let's get into this box. All right, here we go. My first ever unveiling of an unreleased product. Did I get it right? Oh, yeah, it's not upside down. Cool. Yeah, so looks like we've got some explanations of things here in the lid. Oh, there's 1/8" 3.5mm MIDI I/O jacks for controlling external MIDI devices by the MPC software. That's cool. I wonder if it'll work standalone with that software as well, or without the software. USB, yep. Color LCD. Data dial, just like on the standalone series. Transport controls. Event and location buttons. So that's new to me. That's something I'll have to learn. Program, yep, explanation, pressure sensitive RGB pads. I'm guessing they're going to be like just as good as the ones on the MPC-1, so that's pretty cool. Assignable touch strip providing control of dynamics, articulation, modulation, and more. I'm looking forward to that as well. So let's get a look at what's in this little baggie here. Looks like we've got a couple 3.5mm to 5-pin MIDI adapters. Nice. We've got a USB-A to Type-B cable there. Got the download for the MPC software, which I will need to use. Looks like a warranty info. And a little quick start guide. Cool. All right, here we go. For the moment you've actually been waiting for, the unit itself. Okay, size-wise, it is pretty nice, actually. Ooh, nice red bottom. Cool. With some rubber feet there. I'm liking that. Wow, and there it is. Okay. I can zoom the camera in a little bit. Okay, so the pads are actually bigger than the pads on the MPC one. These are the full-size MPC pads. Awesome. Cool. Same exact dial, I believe. Yeah. Touch strip feels good. There's a lot of lift on these buttons. Like they're high. They're very tall. I like that. They're kind of rubberized. Yeah. I was expecting kind of like the, don't know if you can hear that, but the clicky buttons on the MPC one. But no, these are nice. I prefer buttons like this because I like to know what I'm hitting. I like the button to be off the unit a little bit. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and peel the screen right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Whew. Got it. Man, that was almost a 0 out of 10 unboxing experience. Whew. Still got a good peel. Okay. Whew. Let's flip this thing around to the back. And it is very, very simple. USB Type-B, full size. MIDI out, 3.5, MIDI in 3.5. That's it. And the Akai branding. Nothing on the sides, nothing on the bottom. Has a good feel to it. It is plastic. It's a sturdy piece of gear, though, I can tell you right now. Like, I'm trying to bend it, and nothing. Cool. Yeah, this looks really nice. So let's look at some of the controls on here. So, of course, we have our pads numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But each of the pads looks like they have alternate functions as well. Track view, grid, wave, list edit, sample edit, program edit, pad mixer, channel mixer, next sequence, song, MIDI control, media, sampler, looper, step sequencer, and save. So that's cool. This is my first time owning full-size MPC pads, by the way, so I'm really excited about that. Let's see, up here we've got note repeat, touch strip. Then we've got the controls here to change the pad banks, just like on the MPC standalone. So A and E, B and F, C and G, D and H. Then we've got full level and half level, copy and delete, pad mute, track mute, 16 level and erase. Over here we got track select, program select, browse, plus and minus. Looks like we've got shift. So shift is very central to the unit, which I do enjoy that, because I'm guessing you shift and press pads to get to, like, step sequencer. Yeah. Plus and minus, sample select, sample start, sample end, tune, undo. A very popular button with me. I'm sure I'll press this one a lot. By the time I'm done with this, you'll barely even be able to read the undo button, I'm guessing. Play start, play, stop, overdub, record. So these are the exact same locations for our play, start, stop, record, overdub buttons as on the MPC one. Cool, I like that a lot. Some arrow keys, as well as event forward and back, locate, start, and end. So that's new to me. Then we have automation, tap tempo, zoom. That's cool. As well as shift and vertical zoom. Quantize on and off, just quantize by itself. And main menu, as well as track view. Yeah, okay, that's enough rambling from me. Let's go ahead and set this up at the computer. All right, so here we are at the computer, and as you can see, we've got the top-down view of the MPC Studio here. Hopefully everything looks good on camera. This is a new type of video for me, so bear with me here. But yeah, I've got the MPC software installed. I've got the MPC Studio up to date. I did have to download some synth sounds and install those as well, but it walks you through everything. Should be a fairly simple process. So let's kind of take a peek here at what we can do. First time seeing everything lit up, looks pretty good. I know the pads are RGB as well, so those will probably light up. And I think we also have some touch bar stuff here. Yeah, there's a little display there too. So right now I'm holding down note repeat, and we use the touch strip, looks like, to pick our time division for the note repeat. So that's cool. Looks like a fairly standard MPC workflow here. Sample select, sample start, sample end, so we can edit all of that on the studio unit itself rather than having to rely on mouse and keyboard, so that's cool. However, I think that the best way for me to get a good first impression of this device is to just go ahead and make a track that I'm familiar with. So anyone out there saying Ghost in the Galaxy is absolutely correct. We are going to try to recreate the first little bit of my original song, Ghost in the Galaxy. So let's go ahead and figure out how to do that. So the tempo is 134, but I think, yeah, if I hold it down, I can actually adjust the tempo on the MPC Studio here. There we go, 134, cool. I don't see any way to actually change the length of the sequence. I don't think there's sequence settings on the Studio. I might be wrong. I'm kind of going in blind to all this, so bear with me, but we can do that right here. Let's go ahead and set 16 measures for our sequence here. So let's go ahead and get a sound loaded up. So I'm gonna go track select, oops. Oh, okay, so if you click track select, you toggle between audio and MIDI tracks. That's cool. I just want a MIDI track. MIDI track 1, program select, track type, so shift and program select. There we go, now I can pick my track type. I want plugin. Can I switch the plugin from here? No, I have to do that on the computer, so that's okay. Let's go ahead and pull up the hype synth, just because I love the hype synth. I do believe I saw you can scroll through your presets here, though. Yeah. Okay, so if you click in program select, once you have a program selected, you can actually scroll your preset. So let's do bass warm. And how about analog, hard but soft? Yeah, it's already playing. You know, I want something a little heavier than that. There we go, that sounds cool with the delay there. Nice. So now I know that I want to go to the pad perform section on the computer here and change the pads to the key of A minor so I can play in key perfectly. But I think I can do that on the MPC Studio as well. So I think it's shift and 16 level. Yeah, so now we have the notes function right there. So now I can say notes, chromatic, chords. I want notes, but if I go shift and 16 levels again, I can change my key to A. Then again, I can pick my scale. So that's really cool. I can also select the octave there. So now we're in A minor. So let's go ahead and throw that down. I think I can just hit record and then play start. I should get 4 clicks and then we're off and running. Cool. And now we are going to do something that I'm actually kind of excited to be able to do, and that's use the zoom function here on the MPC. There we go. And I think I can grab the mouse, and there's my bass line. I can just highlight that, copy it, and that basically runs for the duration of the song, save for a few sections, so I can just do some copy and paste action here. Now I can just copy all 8 of those. Boom, there's our bass line. Awesome. That's super easy. Let's go ahead and get a new track now. So let's go track select, track 2. So let's find a hard lead. Yeah, why not? Funk lead? Nope. I'm still learning all of the hype just presets. There's so many and they're all really usable. Cool, let's just use this square lead here. So, to go up an octave, I can just go to pad bank B. Just for the fun of it, I think I can touch strip here and change through the functions of the touch strip. So, project, touch effects, notes, pitch bend. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's sweet. Let's go ahead and record this in. I'm not going to use the pitch bend, but I just wanted to see if it would work. So let's record. So I'm going to go main, record, and play start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I messed that up, so I'm going to press undo and try it again. 1, 2, 3, go. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to use the pitch bend, but I couldn't resist it right there. So, here we go. Let's listen. Not my best performance, but I will take it, just in the spirit of learning. Okay, so track select. Let's go track 3. And now we want to change track type because we are going to get some drums. So just drums right there, browse. I think I can just browse the kits from here. Yeah. All right, I found my 80s kit. We're going to load that in right now. Let's go in and select that program on track 3. Cool. And let's go ahead and throw down the drum beat for this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, not my greatest drumming, but like I said, we're just learning. We're figuring this out. So now I do believe... yeah, we've got everything in there sounding good. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few more features of this thing, because I think I've got the general concept and workflow down, at least the extreme basics, pretty good. So if we hit mode, we can actually then access all of the alternate functions of these pads. So mode in this top left pad brings us to the sampler. I am still learning the MPC sampling process. I know that sounds really silly because like that's, where a lot of the power in the MPC workflow lies, but sampling has never really been my thing, and I'm still learning, so I won't touch on that too much in this video. We can also get to the looper, which is cool. We can get to the step sequencer. We can save from here, or at least bring up the save menu. There we go. Cool. We can also select next sequence. If our song has multiple sequences, we can access song mode, MIDI control, looks like a media browser, our sample edit page, which can be really nice to have access to, including our sample start and end point with controls or visual feedback on where we are on our start and end point. Very cool. A fine-tune feature as well for sampling. We can also get to the pad mixer here. Oop, I skipped program edit, but if we were on a synth track, we could actually edit those parameters. Channel mixer, which is really cool, and I'm guessing we can just use the touch strip to go up and down the channels here. Let's see, how do I set this to Q-Link? There we go. As you can see, channel 1, I am now mixing it right there. That's cool. So that's kind of how they get around not having Q-Links on the MPC Studio, is the touch strip takes over for the Q-Links. I think I might have preferred like 1 or 2 physical knobs, but I definitely see how that can work. But in my opinion, I do think I would have preferred 1 or 2 Q-Link knobs. But so far, that is my only complaint with this thing. It's pretty darn intuitive, honestly. So yeah, we can mix from here. That's nice. Oh, track view. That is something I want to take a look at. So if we go to track view, I'm going to grab my mouse here, but you can see here's the data for all of our tracks. This is what I'm really missing on the MPC One itself, is a way to monitor everything going on all at once. Let's press play start, and we can see all of the audio from everything right there. You can see we also have access to our audio tracks, should we have those. That's really cool. So yeah, with this view here, I think we can go ahead and actually arrange a bit of a song. So if I go to zoom on the studio, we can zoom in and out. So what I'm going to do here is go to the bars section of sequence 1, and I'm actually going to set that to 32. Now we've got, if we zoom out here, all this empty space right here. So that's neat. Let's go ahead and see if we can't copy this bass line for the entire song. I'm just going to hit copy, drop it in right there. There we go. So now that bass line runs for the whole thing. Let's go ahead and grab the melody now. Let's cut that, and let's paste it right at measure 9. There we go. Cool. Let's do the same thing with the drums. I'm going to cut those and bring them in at measure 9. Yeah, nice. It's that easy. So now I think if I use the locate button, yeah, I can just jump to the beginning. That's nice. Oh, we can move measure by measure right here with the start and end buttons, or these double arrow buttons. Locate jumps us to start and end. That's nice. Oh. With locate and this arrow, we can jump to event, which I'm guessing is like the first MIDI data on the track. That's super cool. Yeah, you can fly around this. It'll take a little practice, but you can definitely fly around this interface with the studio. That's really nice, actually. I quite enjoy that. I know up here too at the top you can actually set the timeline to auto scroll or follow. Auto scroll page or auto scroll follow, so that can be cool too. So you can kind of customize it to how you prefer to work with your tracks. Very cool. So let's actually go to the beginning of the song now. So locate and beginning. There we go. I'm gonna make sure I'm on track 3. The drums, nice. I'm going to play the drum intro in live, which is really basic, but I'm just gonna go for it. So here we go. I'm going to press overdub so I don't accidentally or re-record what I've got here at measure 9, and then play start, and we're going to go. All right, I think I might have messed that up. So let's jump back a few measures and listen. Nope, not at all. Right on, cool. Really quick, let's just take a peek here at our track. So if I change what track is selected, we can also easily get to our inserts with the mouse right here for our effects inserts. And then we're also able to get to the channel mixer by pressing mode and this pad right here. And from here, we can look at our sends and all that as well. So everything is laid out in a pretty intuitive manner, and I'm here for it. I'm digging it. This is nice. Let's listen to what we came up with, and then we'll wrap up the video. Yeah, cool. All right, so I've got to admit, I am pretty happy with that, especially given the fact that I was able to throw it together in, less than 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, that just, I think, speaks to the MPC workflow, and I'm sure a little of it had to do with the fact that I'd already familiarized myself with the workflow, using the MPC-1 for the past 6 months or so. But I do think that anyone can learn this. There's a few quirky little things that you have to figure out, but as long as you have a basic handle on the sequences are made up of tracks, which are made up of programs workflow, then yeah, I think you can really throw down some good stuff on here. I think this is a great way for someone who doesn't really like all of the overwhelming options of a DAW to get into computer-based music, because while the MPC software is pretty deep and can work with all the plugins and all that, all expansions and stuff like that, I do think that on the surface it's not as intimidating as some of the other DAWs out there. Also, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it, but regarding price, the MPC Studio is going for $269 US, and again, that includes the MPC software, which is normally, I believe, $100 $100 on its own. So for that, you're really getting quite a solid controller. I wouldn't say it's as integrated as something like the Ableton Push 2 and Ableton, of course, but for $269, just being able to start working with really, nothing else except your computer, obviously, I think that's really, really nice. And the workflow is great. I'm sure sample editing is a joy as well because there's so many dedicated controls for it. The looper, I'm guessing, works just like the MPC looper that I'm used to. We didn't even really touch over here, but there is a pad mute and track mute section for like performance options, so you can quickly mute your pads individually or whole entire tracks. It does have the 16 levels function, which is really cool. So that allows you to play samples chromatically or with different velocity depending on how hard you're hitting it. So you can really humanize your drum parts if you're not really a finger drummer. Super cool. The touch strip is nice. Note repeat is pretty cool. I don't think we demoed that really, but let's go to the drums here. Turn off 16 levels. I think we just hold it down and yeah, then we can change our time division with the touch strip. Cool. I also forgot to mention, but we have automation controls right here as well. So we can turn that on and off. We can also turn quantize on and off and configure that. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a win, especially if you are looking to get into beat making, or like an entry level DAW. I don't really want to call this an entry level DAW, but it's a little more bare bones. But I think that is better for the beginner. I was certainly able to wrap my head around this better than something like Ableton or Logic or anything like that. Again, huge shout out to Akai for taking a chance on me and sending me one of these so I can have this video ready for you all on day one. Check it out if you're interested. The MPC Studio, I think, is a pretty solid deal. I'm going to say big thumbs up for my initial impression. Now, of course, I will be having a full review come out pretty soon on the channel where we get a little deeper into things and I talk about some of my dislikes, which, by the way, in terms of my dislikes, I only really have two that I can think of right now. I do wish that there was a Q-Link knob or two on here, like a physical knob. And aside from that, I tried to plug this into my MPC One and it didn't do anything, so I would like some compatibility with maybe some of the other MPC hardware out there. I think that would be really nice because these pads are super good. I really like the pads a lot. Forgot to mention that. But that's really it for my dislikes. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.